And it's always good to have our friends from the Pre to 3 program here today. And today we're talking about bonding with that newborn. We would think that would be the most natural thing in the world. Tasha Mooney, Nancy Harness here again from Pre to 3. And they brought some toys. Yeah. And we didn't spend a lot of money on these, did we, girls?
No, not a whole lot at all.
Well, Tasha, for a minute, let's talk about how this kind of play promotes learning and cognitive growth.
Yes, Angie. Well, children naturally play. So when they're playing, they're learning to solve problems, they're being creative, they're exploring, and they're experimenting. So this also helps them communicate and just to build relationships with themselves, with others, and importantly with their parents.
Somebody said to me a long time ago, children's play is work.
Yes,
They're really absorbing the world, aren't they?
Absolutely.
And so what are some of the challenges with the families that you work with? What are some of the challenges in getting parents to get down on the floor and connect with their little ones?
Well, really, there's no challenge. The majority of our parents love to get down there and play. They do the tummy time. We promote homemade toys. So we make toys that are very inexpensive, out of cardboard, out of bubble paper, so just things that they can use in their house without having to go out and spend a whole lot of money. So it makes it easier for them. And then they want to communicate and learn as well. So it makes it easier when the parents are playing with their children. They're also helping that child to learn.
Well, walk us through some of these cute things that you've made, because we could go to the toy store and, you know, hear lots of things, but what have you made here?
Well, we made microphones, and of course this just helps with the play-by-play, kind of like we call something called the 4 steps to success. So we get on the child's level, we tell them what to do, we have them repeat it. So I would say, "Hi Angie, it was nice to meet you."
And we do a little interview, right?
Absolutely.
Or they can do karaoke, because kids are ready with that, aren't they? Singing in the microphone. That's cute. Yes. So this is what, a paper towel?
Paper towel roll holder, yes.
And some crazy looking duct tape.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job, girls. And I like your little flourish there.
It's very Steven Tyler Aerosmith.
There is Steven Tyler. What else do we have here?
Well, we've got a rattle. It's just a sock and a crunched up water bottle with bells in it. So just simple things you have around the house, a marker to color, catch their eye.
Let's show the face out here.
It's a creepy face on mine.
It is, well, you know, it'd be
but
creepy,
it catches, it catches a little child's attention. Of course, with our homemade tools, you want to make sure that you're supervising your child, because there are bells in it. There's things that a child can choke on, so you never want to leave them alone with a homemade toy. And once you notice any wear or tear, you just want to throw it away, and then you can make new toys, and that's where a lot of the fun is just making them together.
Well, we've all known that a cardboard box is the biggest hit of Christmas for a long, long time. Shoe box, cardboard box, and so using these things, and not, because I know young families are so stressed about money, and the toys are expensive.
Yes. They can be, yeah.
And this is a great way to connect. So what is this, a little rattle here? Okay. What's in here?
It's also bells in there, and this is kind of like, now you see the bells, now you don't. So
good.
Yes, just for absolutely bells and some macaroni shells. They're great as well for noise.
Yeah, just got to make that little rattling noise.
Yes,
well, we were talking before we came on the air about screen time. Yes. And we know as soon as baby can hold something, quite often that becomes a babysitter, or the phone or an iPad. And let's talk about limiting screen time and what's a safe amount of time.
Well, really, up until the age of 3, we want to have no screen time for our little ones.
And why is that, Nancy?
Well, you want to let them play and learn. A lot of children learn from doing things, and they don't necessarily learn when they're watching other people do it through a screen or a video or TV. Plus, parents can interact more. We want parents to put down their technology things as well and play. Get down on the floor, go out for a walk, play games, read a book. Just allow that time to connect and to use off that energy too.
I read a statistic today that 75% of children that are 10 and younger have a cell phone.
Oh, wow.
Or some technological device, and are spending an enormous amount of time. And we were just talking about our own use of electronic devices. So that's a discipline for mom and dad.
Absolutely.
Yes. And whoever else the caretaker is.
That's right.
Too tempting. If folks would like to get in your program or know more about Pre to 3, how do they do that?
They can text 99888 and text in family, or you can go to the pre23program.com website to learn more.
Well, I really appreciate what you both do. Thank you so much. And we'll all need to go home and make some toys. Thank you. And you can see this again on tristatehomepage.com if you want to know more. And I'm sure these ladies would be happy to answer your calls and walk you through how they made all these cute toys. Thanks, gals.
Thank you.
We'll come back with a final check of weather with Ron Rhodes right after this. He'll want one of these.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by the Vanderburgh County Health Department.